Well, hi, well, big welcome back to the channel. Well, we're still in Serbia, but not for long. This week, it's all about traveling through Hungary into Slovakia, where we find a fantastic park up. But the unexpected happens, and we're forced to move on. Love to know your thoughts. Let's check it out. Well, morning all. Well, we've woken up to a very different morning this morning. It's a bit blustery with a lot of rain in the night, and it's certainly somewhat cooler, even though I stood here in a t-shirt. But we had a guy turn up yesterday in this big 6x6, and it's an absolute beast with the raised section, and it's a family traveling full-time. Basically, they've been traveling for 4 years, a series of companies who obviously built it, and they're from Poland. I spent about 30 minutes yesterday having a look around, talking to the guy. I mean, it is a real beast. But I have to say, it wouldn't be my choice of vehicle. I think the base vehicle is fantastic. He's had all sorts of assurances from the actual factory. They only build 200 of those a year, and he's got worldwide support. So that counts for something. They work alongside DAF, but I think the overall size of it is just a bit ridiculous, really. So interested to know your thoughts. Okay, so a little bit of admin this morning before we head on, and we're actually leaving Serbia this morning. We're heading into Hungary. So Izzy's just sat here right now. We're putting our Vodafone SIM cards back in. So we're just having a little look at a few little bits of admin that we have to do, particularly with the truck in terms of the route. And then we'll go from there. We're on the road. Right, so we've jumped on the motorway. We're not actually that far from the border, so we're just going to make a bit of progress today. We've got a couple of hours ahead of us. But yeah, last morning in Serbia, we kind of flew through it, to be honest. But what we've seen, we liked, and we will definitely come back.
Well, I'm feeling a little bit anxious this morning. We're on the way to the border with Serbia and Hungary. And as a lot of you know, we travel on Phil's Irish passport because of this legislation that allows us to do that. But somebody contacted me this week and said that they thought that it only applied if you were actually a resident in a member state of Europe, which of course Phil isn't. So it's just made me feel a little bit nervous. I think my interpretation of the legislation is accurate, but then I would, because that's me. So yeah, wish us luck. Let's hope we can get in, because otherwise we ain't getting home.
Well, of course, you can always tell when you're approaching a border crossing when you've got this amount of trucks. Okay, that was easy. 2 stamps. Done. About 20 seconds. Yeah, it's a bit of a queue to get back into Europe. Yeah, there's quite a lot of vehicles here, so might be here for a little while. Okay, we're through after a really good look in and around the truck. Lots and lots of standing around looking at the documents.
And a telling off for using the wrong lane, because we're not 3.5 tons.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't 3.5 tons because we're a truck, but you never know on border crossing. Sometimes you say use a truck lane, sometimes you say no, you're a camping car, use this lane, so you never know. So there we go.
Just decided not to argue, but they stamped my passport and let us in.
Yeah, we're in.
So no problem at all. So I believe that it's just more evidence that my interpretation of the legislation, because of course I'm a well-known respected legal mind, is correct. Just got to get out of France now, not France, the Netherlands, back into the UK.
Yeah. By
which point I'll have overstayed even longer.
So we've just stopped right beside the vignette shop. They sort that out.
Not to go in and buy a vignette, but to do it online. So
yeah.
Because we're over 3.5 tons, we can have a box, like an onboard unit, but we don't want to do that again because we already have one from the Czech Republic that we can't take back. But you can buy something called a casual ticket when you're transiting through Hungary, and because we know that we're just going to Budapest and then from Budapest into Slovakia, you can plot a route and then you just pay for the roads that you use. So we looked at that last night, so I've got it all ready to go. I think it's about 47,000 Hungarian florins, which is about 15 quid, so it's not a huge amount of money.
Yeah.
So we're just going to do that now.
Okay, we're on the road. We're all done.
Yeah, all that anxiety for nothing, no problem, stamping the passport, and we're back in the EU.
Well, we always knew it was only a matter of time before the weather caught up with this. Okay, so this is us on a little campsite, central Budapest. It's okay, but apparently we wanted 2 nights here, but apparently it's going to close tomorrow. The owner isn't here right now, and so we're going to speak to him tomorrow, see where we stand. So we might have to move tomorrow, which is a bit frustrating. But right now we're going to jump on a taxi. We're going to go into the baths and hopefully go and soak in some hot water for a little bit.
We're off to the spa. I don't know what it's called, I can't pronounce it.
Early the next morning, we get the tram into central Budapest to play tourist for the day. And after a long day, we take a short night cruise to experience the city from the River Danube. Although I'm not sure Izzy thinks much of the complimentary fizz. But with glass in hand, we sit back and enjoy the splendour of the city by night. Well, morning all. Well, that's us leaving Budapest. We spent 2.5 days there in the end. It was excellent. I really enjoyed it. I'm not a city person, but
no, it's one of the best cities I think we visited actually.
It was really good. So we did a boat trip last night, which I particularly enjoyed. And we did so much walking yesterday.
Oh, we did.
We were so pleased to get back to the truck and to play yesterday.
And a really good little campsite actually. It has a tram that leaves, that goes into the city, literally 50 yards outside the front door. And that was brilliant. We really enjoyed doing that, taking public transport, left the scooter on for once. Yeah, good time. On to Slovakia and Tokay wine. I'm looking forward to that.
Well, hello Slovakia. Dead easy. 2 guys on the border crossing. Not interested. Yeah, go ahead.
And they have Lidl. I've just seen a sign for Lidl here.
They have
Always
Lidl.
a good sign.
Yeah. Well, morning guys. Well, this was our little stop last night, right beside the football pitch at the edge of a little village, and it was really quiet, which is great, just what we wanted actually. But we're going to sort of head northeast today, and I think it's just a series of little villages. We've got a few places identified where we want to visit in Slovakia, and it's basically a big loop. And then I think we're going to head north, either through Czechoslovakia or Poland. We haven't decided yet, so we'll see how it goes and see how we're fixed for time as well. Well, we haven't driven far this morning. It's about an hour and a half, and we're about 10 minutes from our intended overnight stop, which we think is like a little sort of picnic area on the edge of a village. We will see. But you know, when you get a feeling for a country, you come into it and you're just like, yeah, this is lovely. And that we're just getting that today with Slovakia. Right, we've just come out on foot just to make sure. It looks fine, actually the track looks fine, but we just didn't want to make sure that the trees didn't close in on us and then we find ourselves backing up a couple of k's. Well, we certainly didn't walk all the way, but I think it's fine. We'll brush past a few trees, that's for sure, but it's quiet. We're just going to do the signal test and hopefully that'll be us for a couple of days. It's going to pour down tomorrow, so I think we're happy enough just to sort of sit that out before we move on. With a little brushing past trees, we follow the well-defined track, and after a couple of k's we can see our intended stop. Well, sometimes it's definitely worth seeking out these little spots, but oh my god, we've got a ladybird infestation. It's really bad. We just got here, all the way up, ladybirds in the cab.
Everywhere. Oh, in my clothes. There's one somewhere just fallen out of my jumper.
Yeah, it's gone, it's on the floor. Have a look at this. But there's literally thousands, tens of thousands of ladybirds. They're all over us. They're in the truck. It's quite warm today, so we want the windows and doors open. And they're just everywhere. So every time we chuck a few out, another 10 come in. So I think very, very reluctantly we're going to leave here, find another little spot. It is that time of year. We had exactly the same thing last year. But it's the way it goes sometimes.
Okay, get in.
Okay.
Well, brush yourself off, Phil. You're covered in, absolutely covered. And your back. Just. Right.
It's alright. I got rid. Oh. Okay. Every time you clear a few off, they're back on you. Come on, let's get in, let's get packed up and go. Right, oh, we're back in the cab, we're on our way. Well, what a shame, what an amazing place.
It was.
But that was just unworkable, unbearable actually.
And they're still everywhere now.
Okay, so we're just making our way along the little track again.
All that effort.
Oh yeah, it was a lot of effort, but it wasn't to be.
Still covered in them. Let's just stop down here before we go on the road, babe, and see if we can get some of them off. Oh, it's so hard to tell. Yeah, go. Stop. Right, you need to go right more. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, you're okay.
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I think we've found another good little spot. Maybe not as picturesque, but still very nice. Well, what a bloody palaver that was. Now, this place is great. It's a little fishing lake on the edge of the village. I mean, again, it's very, very quiet, and you know, I think we'll be fine here. But and such a shame, because I love that spot up there. I love the colour of the trees. I love the fact it was quite isolated. But hey ho, that is definitely the way it goes sometimes. Okay, we're all settled, got a cup of tea on the go, and we've managed to put the ladybirds to bed.
Yeah, that was really unpleasant. I mean, there were tens of thousands of them, but we left, we got rid of a lot of them on the track.
Yeah.
And most of them have now just flown off, so with a bit of encouragement.
Yeah, but a really good little spot.
Yeah.
I mean, it hasn't got that sort of drama of where we were, and the colours up there were just gorgeous. But this is good. I think it'll be really quiet here tonight.
Yeah, there's been lots of local people swimming in the lake, so it's obviously popular for that.
A couple of fishermen over there.
Not all of them wearing clothes.
No.
But
so
each to their own.
So anyway, diesel water heater's on,
Yeah.
in case you can hear it in the background.
Yeah.
We're going to have a cup of tea. And then I think we might sort of hunker down here for a day or two, because it's forecast to be wet across the country tomorrow.
Not very cool.
So we'll see.
What was that?
A fly.
That was a fly, not a ladybird.
You're spooked now.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Right, let me go and get the fly.
let's get some work done.
Yeah.
Well, evening guys. Well, do you know what? After that palaver today with ladybirds, and honestly, it's taken this. What time is it, Izzy? It's about 6:30, 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
It's taken until now to try and eradicate all the ladybirds.
Oh, we're still finding the odd one.
Yeah, still popping out, and the cab's full of them still. So, but anyway, Izzy's cooked up chicken biryani.
Yeah.
Just to make the world a better place.
Of course.
Obviously, a little glass of red on the go. So, here it goes.
What a day.
What a day.
But we survived.
And it was only meant to be about an hour and a half up the road. A really easy little hop. Nice little spot. Sit there and stare at the weather. But we'll sit here instead. Which is a great little spot.
Not really a hardship, is it?
No.
Cheers.
Cheers.